Hello everyone, today's book review is all about The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I just recently found Madeline Miller, actually I think a month ago, so I jumped on the first book. I bought this book and Circe at the same time, but I wanted to read in order, and this comes first. This book is through the eyes in first person, past and present tense of Patroclus, and I totally mess up, and I will warn you, continually mess up his name because I'm not even great with English words and names. Like, I can barely get myself together with that, so Greek names, yeah, I apologize in advance for Greek speakers and lovers. He is, in this book, the best friend and lover of Achilles. So it does say the Song of Achilles, but actually in Patroclus's view. And it starts from when they were around 8-9 years old, give or take a few years, up until, spoiler alert, though it's been a few hundred years, more than a few hundred years, where Achilles dies in the Iliad. So it spans a lot of years, and we learn about their relationship and how they grow up, and the point of view from a best friend and a lover of Achilles instead of Achilles himself, which we usually see from Achilles himself, and I found that to be refreshing, which makes me go on to what I like about this book. As I said just 2 seconds before, it was refreshing to read an outside perspective of Achilles from someone very close to him. And I also, of course, love Greek literature and culture and history, even though I can't pronounce their names, no matter how hard I try. I also liked the flow of the story. I appreciate Madeline's writing style. I also like Patroclus as a character and as a legendary mythical figure that has still survived to this day. I found him interesting, compelling, and I wasn't bored reading from his point of view because he's just as interesting as Achilles, and I think a little bit more interesting than Achilles because Achilles is always in the spotlight, and I'm interested in reading someone that is not in the spotlight but is friends or lovers or maybe even enemies with someone in the spotlight. He is pushed aside, but we get to see how he deals with that, and as any person would. I also liked that they are in a relationship. They fall in love when they're like preteens, early teenagers. It felt like a very solid relationship, and it came about naturally, which I really enjoyed. It was just something that it was every day, like, yeah. It's not a gay relationship, it's a relationship, and I appreciated reading that. Now, what I did not like, there was only really 2 issues. I'm not a fan of going back and forth between present tense and past tense, which happened quite a few times in this book, and then at the very end, I'm not going to spoil the ending, but at the very end it went back and forth. I was actually confused as to who was talking, especially on the last page. I had to reread it, and then I finally understood who was speaking, so that was a bit of a problem. And the other issue was she adds in commas at weird places, and sometimes it works and sometimes it interrupts the flow of the story, and I'm not entirely sure why she would add some of the commas that she did. However, I rated this 4 out of 5 stars, and I totally recommend reading this book. Thank you so much for watching my review on The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. If you like what you just saw, please like, comment, and subscribe, and share it with your Greek-loving friends. And if you want to get to know me or more of my writing, all of that is in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great reading day. Bye!